Out, the sky is green and the grass is blue, spring is here. So don't you think that means it's time to get yourself something special? We're offering price drops across our entire site, which means you get more computer for less. Get yourself a professionally built computer from Phoenix PC today.
Oh, hello. When does stream start? It starts now. Right now. Oh yeah, we need to get rid of that. Actually,
What's cracking, folks? Howdy, howdy.
Real quick.
Two up, one in the back. Plus. Add one. I figured, I just wanted to be sure. Brain dead.
Ashby, hello.
Hello,
Disarray. Hello. Build you a thinking rock machine. We would love to.
I'd like to build you
Have you
a thinking rock machine. That'd be cool.
Have you purchased one from us, or are you thinking about it?
You're just exclaiming. Build me a PC, clown.
Now is a really good time to buy because of our spring sale. Yeah. We still haven't figured out an end date for it yet. What's on sale?
Everything.
Well, not everything.
Not everything.
The Siren and Up. There's a lot of like sweeping changes to the site, but yay!
Prime sub.
Thank you for using your Prime. Subscribe for 8 months. Goodness.
8 months.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Man.
Everything but the Harpy
And the Raven.
and the Raven.
Right? I thought we decided not to do the Raven. It might be just everything except for the Harpy.
Do you know if these Swift cards have 1 or 2 buttholes?
You're gonna get NZXT, your case PSU manufacturer, your case is shocking.
Yeah, I saw your.
Yeah.
Dude, it sounds like you kind of just need like a complete new computer. You are just having some shit luck, man.
Yeah, do you have all standoffs in and screwed in?
What?
I don't know if you've ever asked before what kind of music you guys listen to, favorite bands.
Oh.
I am huge into like indie and stuff. I'm definitely like a indie person. Like some of my favorite artists, number one is Woodkid. That's why if you go on Discord and look at my status is something along the lines of
Let's go listen to Woodkid season 16 or it's
S16.
S16 album.
Yeah, but I changed it to go buy a PC from PhoenixPCs.com and then listen to Woodkid's album S16 on your new PC.
I like a lot of stuff, big into indie and like alternative. But like it also is very like band and song specific. Like I listened to what is it? Recently.
What's up,
I
Spirit?
listened to, I forget what the album was, but it's the album with the song Elephant on it. And most of the songs sounded the same except for Elephant. And then the rest were just kind of like, felt a little, I don't know, anemic.
Yeah. number one would be Woodkid. Not in any particular order after that. Dan Kroll, Lord, Coldplay. I listen to a lot of like Coldplay. John
I used
Bellion.
to listen to a lot of Coldplay.
John Bellion is really good. I feel like I'm missing.
If you need a really good, there's I started listening to it recently. It's a artist named Ethel Cain, and her album, The Preacher's Daughter, is really, really good. It is like a weird mix of songs, and it's got a very like, it's like a very religious theme, but like religion. I'll say it. The song Ptolemy is Ethel Cain. I think it's Bthelcaine, and the album is The Preacher's Daughter. I think it's supposed to be like play on like or something. I don't know. I'm not that smart. But it's a really good album. The Family Tree intro song is really, really good. I think it's American Teenager is very like, it's funny. It's very like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know music terms well enough to like be able to describe it, but really good. And then House in Nebraska is really, really sad. It's a very good car song or car album because it's a lot of ups and downs if you want to sort of like get taken through the ringer. It is, I think, technically alternative. Some of the songs get a little, not country-ish, but like, you know, on that edge of like the alternative.
Well, like I like some like kind of folk, like like kind of indie.
It's not
like
quite. I don't know how to describe it. You should listen to it. It's a good.
Because
it's a good album.
Monsters and Men, like they're kind of like.
But it's not like that kind of folk. It's more like session alternative. But then it gets the song Ptolemy is very like borderline industrial. It's very aggressive, which I really like, without getting like. And Ethel Cain has she's got an amazing voice. I highly recommend listening to the album. It's not something that I like listen to all the time. That song is on repeat a lot though, Ptolemy, but the album is sort of like a, and then there's, what is it? There's Tele-Evangelism, which is like a instrumental song that's really good. And then I think the song that follows, it's like sort of like an interlude into Unbleached Flies. Yeah, you should, if you don't listen to the whole album, you should listen to Ptolemy. It's a really good, like, it's a very intense song.
A pseudo/quasi.
Yo.
Sugar Father. Rude Dog, what up?
Sweet Father, you have come.
Bastille. I also like Bastille a lot.
I like some of his like popular like radio songs, but I never really got into.
One of my favorite things is on the trip to Italy that I went to. We went to Pompeii, and my dream was to have like a video of me going through Pompeii with the song Pompeii
Oh my
playing.
gosh.
And my phone was on like 4% or something, or like 2% or something like that. And I took a Snapchat with a Pompeii filter while Pompeii was playing in Pompeii.
Oh my god.
And I did it. It saved it. I got that video.
Just in time.
And then my phone promptly died. But that was nice. That was fun. I'm glad I did that. But like Weight of Living Part 2, I remember like I ended up like looking at the lyrics for that or like on genius.com and learning that it's like based off of the Rhyme of an Ancient Mariner, which is like a romantic poem. And I really like that story. I don't know why I'm bringing this up.
Oh, there is a great, I gotta look at the names, I don't remember. The Mariners, whatever. The Decemberists, which I don't listen to them, but I found the song from my brother, have a song called The Mariner's Revenge Story. And it's like, I forget how long it is, like maybe it's like 7, 8, it could be as long as 10 minutes long. It's really good, you should give it a listen. It's just like, everybody should give it a listen. Just like, I don't know, I've got it on like my repeat.
But Lorky, thanks for lurking. Yeah, if you're ever in the mood to read something, it's not a very long read at all. I would recommend like looking up like kind of like a easy to read version of Rhyme of an Ancient Mariner. I really like it. Online web novels? No.
Ooh.
It's not what we're talking about.
Ryan Reed Smut.
Talking about Rhyme of an Ancient Mariner. Poem from like the 1800s.
Both separately. God. Good grief, he's naked.
For the crying scenes, weirdos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure that's what.
What, you don't get naked when you cry? When I start crying, I just compulsively get naked. You need to let the emotions flow unhindered, Ryan. Take a note, all right? Why would you? So that you can have a cathartic experience. You're telling me that when you cry, you don't cry with your entire body?
Oh my Lanta.
Ooh.
Subscribe.
Also, don't go
10
naked
months.
when I have allergies. Oh, I cry. Okay, all right.
That's interesting.
Now we're getting into something. This I can work with.
Only while reading
novels. Ooh.
Yeah, like I can't dance at all, and normally when I listen to music, it doesn't make me like want to dance.
I like to dance in the show.
But Dan Kroll makes songs that make me move. Like
make you boogie, they make you get down.
Yeah. Like Trashy!
Oh
no. One of my favorites is So Dark. There's like one part where it's just like can't help but.
Anybody needs a really sad song? There's a song called "You Are a Memory" by Message to Bears, which is really good. It's a It doesn't like make me sad, but it's like a very like sad, somber song, and it's really good. That's the problem. Is like I like sad, somber music, but it doesn't like make me sad. Although the only reason I know of that song is because of this girl that I talked to pretty briefly on a dating app, who turned out to be like aggressively
Not okay?
not okay.
Yeah.
She made me uncomfortable.
Oh boy. Okay. Dude, okay, confession time? Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
What are we about to hear? Someone made a hard rock cover of Under Pressure from Encanto, and it gets you in your feels every time it comes around on the playlist. That makes sense to me. Just popping in to say hi and bye, well, we will miss you.
Lame. I mean, get that bread. Get that shmoney.
I had one of the dumbest thoughts.
What was it about? Is it relating to shmoney?
Movement between the classes.
What?
Movement between the
Oh, like getting money to like
class.
Oh. Bro, he really do be schmoovin' between economic classes with grace and aplomb.
The internet has ruined my brain.
Oh, I hate the internet.
Surface pressure, not under pressure. Yeah. Does anyone have like a song that they really like that shares a name with a more famous song, but you like the less famous song?
That's a really good question.
Because like talking about Bastille, they have a song called Bad Blood, and like I really like it, but whenever I say Bad Blood, everyone thinks it's Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
You like covers more than OGs typically?
Depends. It depends on the cover. I think they like what is it? Weezer's cover of Africa by Toto is really good, but it's not different. It's almost like it's not different enough. It's like you hear it and you're like, wow, is this Weezer or is this Africa? Is this Toto? And it kind of like makes me question like why even like bother putting it out. Not really, because like I'm glad that they did, because it got, it was on the radio for a little bit longer. It got re-upped.
Hey, Shy, thanks so much for subscribing. 10 months.
10 months.
Hey, yo.
But it's like I talked to my track coach about this in college.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't want to like shit, because it's a good cover, and like I'm like glad they did, but just it was odd that they just made it so similar, like the instrumental especially.
I'm not too big on covers. Lydia really likes covers.
Depends on the cover.
I don't know why.
It's hard because sometimes it feels a little like hit or miss.
Yeah.
And especially if it's like a song you really like, and they're fucking with like the main qualities of the song that made it like popular in the first place.
Yeah.
I could see why someone like wouldn't like that cover, but
I'm trying to think of like songs that I listen to that are covers, and all I can think of is like a remix.
But that's the thing, Shai, is like I almost feel like it's just not like different enough.
Because the only cover I can think of right off the top of my head. I know that there's another one that I, like and listen to, but the only thing coming to mind right now is Hurt, Johnny Cash's cover of Hurt.
yeah,
But that's
because Nine Inch Nails was the original one to do it.
Yeah, but like I never listened to that before, and like listening to both of them, I feel like
I like
the Johnny Cash one.
I like the Nine Inch Nails one, and the only reason, funny enough, the only reason I know about it is because of fucking Rick and Morty.
Really?
Yeah.
I
always thought that Johnny Cash was the first one to do it.
In the Logan trailer, you guys remember? I don't know. I watched the Logan trailer so many times because it was just so good, and I should watch Logan.
Logan is a good movie.
Like, that was an amazing trailer. That made me excited to go see the movie. They did a good job with that trailer.
The new dude. Lawrence Pugh's at it. Has anyone seen the new Dune trailer? All right, sorry, keep going on what you're saying.
Oh no, that's me. I like.
I was never like a Michael Jackson fan. My parents like weren't into him, and just got like generationally missed that trend. But
yeah, I can't think of another cover. Because like remixes are different than covers.
I've been listening on my like current playlist right now. What's up, for the Fox?
What up?
I've got I don't know, I forget who did the original one, but Mumford & Sons live performance of I'm on Fire, which is really, really good.
Ricky's rendition of the American anthem.
Oh my.
Oh boy. I did not listen to that, but I know that it was.
Why are there two different?
Is that
out of the same box?
out of the same box? Wah wah wee wah.
Go. Interesting. Never seen that before.
Have you guys seen Lian Lee SL120 fans?
Those are the, I think
I'm
those
pretty
are
sure.
Unifans, right?
Aren't those not? Didn't those like get announced like a little while ago? Not necessarily like. Oh, I think I thought of it. It's Have you ever heard Lorde singing "Everybody Wants to Rule the World"?
Yes, it was for the
That-
Hunger Games soundtrack.
Yeah, that's like.
That was a good cover, but completely.
It's like
completely
it's almost
different.
like a completely different.
Sometimes
song.
I feel like that's how covers should be done.
Yeah.
Is like if you're gonna like make the song your own, fucking make it your own. Like have like really take like creative.
Talking about everybody
Control.
wants to rule the world. I don't know what who did
The original one, it wasn't Wham, right?
Maybe.
Wham? I just remember it from Click.
Tears for Fears.
You originally did it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. Wham. I don't know who Wham is. I don't know why I said that.
Wait,
I know who Wham is.
Isn't Wham
but-
the album?
No, Wham's a
No.
Wham's a band. I'll have to
Okay,
listen
yeah,
to
Wham is the band.
Marilyn Manson, Tainted Love. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
But that's another thing where I'm pretty sure I first heard that for like the Assassin's Creed Unity trailer. It fit really well.
Which song?
The Lord version of Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Really? I didn't know that was in the trailer. That's cool.
I'm pretty sure. That, or maybe someone made a custom trailer with it.
Maybe. Those little rascals always doing stuff. I don't know. Separate Ways cover. New Separate Ways? Like Journey Separate Ways? Who did it? Who did it? Who could have done this? I actually found that song from Stranger Things, and their like remix of it was pretty good, although the mixing wasn't great, and I feel like there wasn't enough like bass to it. Just I don't think it translates. It's always something.
You know, because Ryan, are you in a gang? Is that why you have predominantly red shirts? Haha, hee hee. That's funny. Haha.
Gonna be a no.
Obviously, I'm not in a gang. I think we all understand that I am the last person to be in a gang.
I don't think any of us are cut out for gang life.
Unless it's like, you know, like there's Yakuza who like are the accountant.
Yakuza?
You know?
Yakuza.
That's what a person in a gang would say? Okay.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Most of us are the people getting beat up by the gang.
Hey. They gotta catch me first. They just shoot me in the back.
No, I don't. No, I know not to even joke about that stuff. Like I don't even want to joke around. I'm not affiliated. I'm not affiliated at all.
Oh no. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Like I know some of that stuff was going on like in my high school, like caught up in that. Hey, I think the last thing I did was push-ups. Time for some squats. It makes sense. I never heard him say cuz once. Oh my goodness. Okay. You people. 1, 2,
Little rascals.
3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
This man is getting ass to grass. Hell yeah.
Oh, 324. Oh wait, no, that's 3,245,345. Oh boy.
Ryan, you've really stepped up your game.
Apparently. You need to get your K-swap done? Oh. Speaking of cases,
EMP 510, you're what? Booga booga.
it makes me happy the amount of things that can be solved by nuking Windows.
Right? Or especially like for like either old computers or old laptops, just adding an SSD.
Oh yeah.
Because my friend just texted me, it was like, hey, I got a bunch of laptops, but I want to like refresh for school, and I send them to you. So you guys have a computer company. And I was like, prefer not have anything sent in, but you let me know the models. I'll help you with the like best course of action or whatever.
So Des did picture of the day, and I actually really like this. Used emojis instead of
there
words.
You go.
That's creative.
That's
I like
fun.
that. That's good.
Now we're talking.
Quasi says 7000D greater than all. Better than all.
Well, yeah, I mean, duh.
Do y'all have any experience with Fantex P500A?
Definitely the P360A.
I think I have seen a video about the P500, maybe, unless that's like really new.
The Fantex cases all have pretty similar features, even when you get smaller. Why? Do you have a question? They just want to fit a 420 in the front. Christ.
So did you decide off of the Langle 216?
Wait, why do you want to? Are you doing a custom loop or are you doing?
There's a different build list? Oh, okay, gotcha.
What are you trying to cool?
Is this like your balls to the wall crazy build?
You just kind of,
list?
yeah, go and say fuck it. Like,
Damn, Dev said that's the Starbucks of PC cases, basic AF, the Cooler Master EMP 510.
damn, dude.
Have you guys heard of the E10?
What? Damn, boy, he thick. A thick ass boy.
Okay. Look at these guys.
You know, they kind of burn in after assembling. We do bench testing.
Stress test, yeah. That's just another way of saying stress test, right?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't it? I mean, that's a genuine question. I think it is.
Bubbles, yeah, it was Bubbles. I don't know who requested it, but somebody requested.
Yeah, after a PC gets off the build table, we get software loaded onto it and everything. And then once everything's good to go, we stress test it to make sure that any errors or anything get caught. And so we know that we're sending out quality product. And yeah, and then if it passed the stress test, we don't find anything, then it gets shipped on its way to the customer. Shy of believing sales literature is seeing cases that claim to fit both RADs but in practice do not. Yeah. Well,
What is it? Do they fit? Is it like they fit one or the other but not both?
yeah.
Because you can fit a 420 in. I think so. I think up top.
Isn't that what we did?
Yes, you can fit a 420. It's like you could probably fit like two 360s, but yeah, the chances of I'd have to look at it or watch a video. I'm sure someone's done a video on it.
Yeah, you do have to be a little bit careful about, you know,
planning.
like, you're always gonna, well, it's very likely you'll not be able to plan everything out perfectly, and you'll run into things once you actually get your hands on. Actually get your hands on the parts and stuff, because, I mean, no one's gonna tell you. You're not really gonna be able to like tell that, oh, your RAM is gonna be like ever so slightly too close to the fans of the cooler, and it's gonna barely, like, you can plan around that stuff as much as possible, but some things you're just not gonna be able to determine without getting your hands.
Do an intake for the top.
7000T will fit that, just saying. Yeah, listen to Quasi's most definitely not biased opinion.
Exactly.
I feel like it's time for the Furby to go, but at the same time, I don't want it to
Right.
go. Like, I don't.
We do have the emoji. Or
I
the
love
emote.
it just sitting in the corner, just staring. Always.
7000D is more basic than the 011. I don't think that's true, because you can fit blasphemy. Because you can fit more fans. You can fit 4 up front, 4 on the side, 3 140s up front, 1 140 in back.
You had the option to get a case that just had like PCB for like controlling RGB. Would you want a case full of fans but no computer in it?
What? But then what's the point?
So that you can satisfy your love of
Well,
so many fans.
I try to make my love of fans practical as well as ostentatious.
What was the game you guys played? PC Building Simulator? Would that help? That would most definitely not help.
Honestly, yeah, that game is kind of...
I like PC Building Sim.
It's fun,
but it's not gonna help you out. Like, there's some stuff that you can do in real life that you can't do in PC Building Sim.
Like good cable management.
Well, I mean, like I can't think of a specific thing, but like there's mounting holes for like 2 fans, and for some reason you can only put 1 fan in, and like stuff like that, or like you can't put a fan and a like 240 rad in the same case in some situations. Just so, oh, you know what it is? They mount the rads weird, like the opposite of how we do it. So the tubes run to the back of the case.
Yeah.
And they won't let you put a fan in the back. The one with the Corsair box fan they posted for April Fools.
The LL or whatever it was that they made. You saw that, right?
I think so.
Hilarious.
Wasn't it just like
it's a literal box fan? I think they had some issues finding like getting like it to run consistently. Remember, they had like some kid present it like with a whiteboard. They were like, more fan mean more better, right? So that's what we did.
Okay, so
I'd push for finding a tower cooler that could handle various CV trends.
where's Harpy go? I mean, dry erase marker.
But they're in there.
Yeah, but there's no black ones. There's 2 before.
Damn that. Pat.
Oh, here's
Patrick. Get the fuck out of here. See what Pat said?
Yeah.
That's funny. Patrick, you're gonna scare the customer. Shut up.
What is this? Is 18 or is it 16?
16 gig. Oh, CL. Should be CL16.
I was really tempted to put like CL0 or something.
CL0. Do it. Speaking of RAM, what now? Joke on typo. Do joke on. Because Ryan, we told Ryan we'd teach him how to read and write, but it's problematic when we can't read or write. So you're only as good as your teacher. Vengeance LPX RAM recently. Why? What are you doing with it? Did you buy it just to have it, or have many CAD type drawings up at once? What? Oak on gyros? Gyros? Using it for another build. Nice. A frame less than $75. All right. Why are you building another build? Is this for somebody else, or please don't tell me it's for you? This man does not mean. I mean, I guess I don't need to tell you what you need. If I had to guess. Someone else nice, cool. All right.
Okay. So my prompt was robot emoji, spider emoji, moon emoji. Like this.
Oh boy.
I really want Corsair to do some DDR5 LPX. I don't think they have they?
No, just the Vengeance stuff. They're like non-RGB Vengeance, which I think is moderately low profile, but it's not like
I found a good alternative ways, but now we just need PSUs to chill out. Yeah.
I like the sounds this song is making.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't do it, but.
RAM kit you wanted non-RGB was more expensive. That's what I'm saying. It's weird. In some cases, it's, you know. 1,200 you're benching now hasn't gone over 55 prime.
Sounds about right.
Stock Intel cooler? Oh. Are you testing out that
Looks like it, yeah.
elbow? Yeah. Heck yes. I think DDR5 is doing enough volume that economy of scales kick in. Yeah. Does seem like it, which is great.
Yeah, finally.
Okay, devs, I hope you weren't expecting a super intricate drawing, because I made this one pretty simple. So what I did was I made this over. I did a robot spider on the moon. And you can see the Earth in the background, and I decided to draw the Earth from the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Just mostly water.
Oh.
To make
Cheating!
to make it easier on myself.
I don't know if I could draw.
Plus, you know, everyone always thinks about like the one view of the Earth, and it's like get some perspective. You can see your house. Oh, another map without New Zealand. I'm pretty sure that's what that speck is. It's the one next to Australia. See, if you look next to Australia,
There's representation. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I'll take a picture because can't really hold it up too well.
I'm stressing the kids out.
Kiwi-centric? I guess you could say that. Yay, the people in Tasmania can suck it? Wait.
I don't know why that's so funny.
Flip them. Okay, that
Get 'em,
was
boys.
that was from Clanless's mouth, not mine. Also, this guy has just been. Oh boy. Okay.
Even just kind of like JJ. Like, not in a fun way.
Stop digging. Hey. From clanless one to gangless one? What? We're taking things from Clanless's mouth? Oh boy. I don't like that
Why is
phrase.
there so much shit over here. Oh, I found your black. You already found it.
I put it back. Or I found it so that
That's
we
probably
can.
not a good idea.
Well, cause are we out of magnets?
It's gonna be.
Yeah, do that.
We'll just draw on them. Nope. Nope. No.
Oh, that one. Let me. Okay.
Gimme. Here, over here.
Dark mode, you can't really see the spider emoji.
Oh.
I'm just thinking about maps. Because, like, I'm pretty sure that there's, like, some sort of map projection that's a lot more accurate than the Mercator map projection that we use now.
Oh, well, there's one that's
But-
like, I think like proportionally accurate, where it like displays it flat or
Yeah.
something.
Why don't we use that?
I don't know. Doesn't really matter.
What kind of
Like for our purposes, it doesn't. It's not like we're or sailing the sea. You're talking about the one that like shows like how like Alaska is like bigger than Texas, that stuff.
I don't know. But like, yeah, on our current one, it's just not.
They're not quite proportional, but everything's like, I think everything's like in its place. So again, like realistically, like I'm sure if you're like, I'm pretty
Whoa.
sure Alaska is bigger than Texas, yeah. But like on a map, it doesn't look that much bigger. Like it's one of those like perspective maps that I think like shows like the real size of Alaska and like just how fucking like gargantuan that state is. What's up, Poorly Hung?
Hello, hello.
Am I talking out my ass? Am I not?
No, because yeah, like if you look at this one, this is like a Mercator,
Yeah.
and then if you look at like this one down here, like green, you can tell just by like looking at it. Covered in ice.
Yeah. Yes.
This one. You almost have enough for pick of the day? Oh no. Well,
Well, keep saving.
maybe you can do it on Friday. Dev's already redeemed picture of the day. If you go to the Discord and look in the art channel, you can see it. Hey.
Ain't it?
I'm sorry, Poorly Hung.
Look what you've done.
When are we letting you buy the Long John Silver for the mukbang?
Oh fuck.
I don't think that was an option.
No, no seafood.
Yeah, we still need to do that poll.
When did that finish? It's been a couple.
And I think that finished like last week. Maybe. I'm not sure. Good job making it all black and white. No one can prove it's fake now. Oh, goodness. I didn't want to... So I was a little bit cheeky, and I picked a view of the Earth that's centered in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, so it's like mostly water. There was no way that I was gonna draw in all that blue. So. I can read off the options. So keep in mind, a lot of these are kind of boring, but that was because we just wanted somewhere that we could get catering and would be like around here, and everyone would agree to eat. So we got Moe's, Olive Garden, Phillies, and Umami Asian Bistro.
Mommy Asian Bistro?
Umami.
Mommy. Got it first. Mommy Bistro. Well, now I'm hungry.
Whoa. Let's do this one.
The fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Your abs are toast today. Ab wheel and we sit flutter crunches
Yes.
with 20-pound medicine ball.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Hey. Lemon Dew. Best and tries today. Bang with the one chip challenge. What? Who? What? When? Where? Why?
I think this is the most perfect map for us.
What the fuck is that? Oh, mukbang. Mukbang, but like, it's like 10 one chip challenges.
I know that we don't want to do an actual, like, you know, overfeeding ourselves.
Isn't that the point though?
Do you want to overfeed yourself?
I mean, no, but we made them gather up 400,000 channel points.
Yeah, but like,
I feel like you're just trying to avoid the consequence of our collective action.
well, I want it to be a fun stream.
You
for
have
everybody.
to suffer. If we suffer, it's fun for them.
I mean, I'll eat a bunch, but I'm not gonna like make myself finish all the food if I can't eat it all. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing is like, I don't understand. Almost like don't understand the concept just because like, yeah, I don't want to throw up from eating. I don't want to like make it unhealthy. Is that how Nikocado turned into this just?
Well, apparently he's lost a lot of weight.
But he's still super cringy.
Yeah. I don't really like care a whole ton, but
Yeah, I don't want us to be like physically ill, but at the same time, like, I want to like be sort of like not fun for us because it's funny to watch other people like suffer low key. Not like I don't want to see anyone get tortured, but I would like have you seen
like I wouldn't want anyone to throw up.
have you seen like the LA Beast on YouTube? He's a power like a what do you call it? Competitive eater or whatever. And he'll like I think he's eaten like 20 butter sticks and that kind of stuff. I mainly brought him up just because, like, it's like he's one of the guys I think that does those things where they sit and eat just a shit ton.
like he's one of like the
like
probably more well known
like wasteful food, like it's just wasteful at that point. Also the like videos of people like just blatantly wasting food. You know, like they're like pouring like entire things of mayonnaise out onto the counter.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. I hate that shit. Fucking weird. That's fucking loser behavior. But they make a lot more money than we do, so.
I was about to say, I think it's funny that this one doesn't even have a picture. It just has link to file. And then I see that the name is the autograph one that, mentioning it. Endless, yeah. Now I want to see it. Hold on.
This sign doesn't mean anything because I can't read. That would be one reason to learn how to read.
So signs can't stop you?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a very interesting projection.
$280 watts. What?
Yeah, there's some pretty cool air coolers out there.
Literally and
Really? Yeah.
who's playing the kazoo out there?
Well, these are just really cool. I'm glad that I searched this.
We almost need like a third screen and a little window, like a small little window that pops up so that you can look this stuff up.
Yeah.
And Stream can see you like look it up and putz around on the website.
We could set that up actually.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably set that up after stream.
And just fun, so it's not you just staring at your phone.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
People can see what I'm.
Engagement.
Yeah, let's do that. And we were talking about we need a scene where we can like look at websites and stuff anyways. So.
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be okay to replace the second cam?
I think briefly, yeah, if you're just looking up like maps and stuff, I think that would be.
I'll make two. I'll make one where it's just looking at the website. Saw a vid of a kid getting a Dr. Phil haircut and you kind of want to do it too. Why would you want to do that?
Do it and post pictures.
Why?
Do it and post pictures. God, that'd be hot. Yes, Daddy. Sorry.
That just makes me think,
Because
though.
my wife would be upset.
That does make me think, though, about how there was like a guy who was like the creator of like bum fights or something.
Got the Dr. Phil haircut and then went on the show.
Because Dr. Phil was like gonna lecture him about taking advantage of
But he does the
disadvantaged
same
people.
exact thing.
Yeah. Had a mustache for months just to make upsetty spaghetti. Oh boy.
See, a little bit of like spousal like torture is healthy. You should get a you should really just like do the like shave the goatee and leave like the handlebar, not the handlebar, but like have it go, because you've got really good connection from your mustache to your beard, so you could just have it go like down the sides.
I think it'd be more torture. Well, it would torture me to just get rid of the mustache.
That would be funny. That'd be like,
It would look
you'd look like
disgusting.
a fucking like Mennonite or something. Okay, I think that is a pretty neat little 6-fan Harpy. This thing is fucking packed.
Ryan goes Amish. No.
Amish. Right, let's take a look at these.
Is
the
there?
box is very big and it's
I don't
very
think that
light.
there is. Is there a facial hair thing where it's like literally like everything like this, but no mustache? Like stop it like right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm pretty
Yeah?
sure that's what the Amish do. At least in Letterkenny, I think they're Mennonites. The Noah Dick has a beard, has just the like in face strap. Amish facial hair. Yes, that first one. Exactly.
This one?
Yeah, you need to go to that
No,
kind
no,
of
no,
beard.
no, no. I'm saying like
Yeah,
literally keep everything exactly the
I think I
same,
just saw one.
except for cut it off like right at the corner.
So kind of like that.
No, like it would.
I guess they
Like-
don't even have the lip.
Yeah, it would come up to here and it would stop there.
I think you should do it.
I could.
What goes clop, clop, bang, 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 clop, clop, clop.
I don't. That's
Your mother!
I don't.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I kind of meant it, but I didn't mean it.
I don't think anything good can come from.
Talking about mothers?
Well, that message.
Amish drive-by shooting. Okay. All right.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay, wait. This is kind of what I
Easy.
was talking about.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
It's in fact, yeah, effectively the same thing. They just cut the hair off from under the lip.
What in the?
Reload your musket, Nathaniel. I don't like people with like big fancy beards like that. It's so like extra. Like you could have picked anything else to be your personality and you chose your facial hair.
I don't know. This guy on the right's kind of cool. I kind of like this guy.
Oh God.
This guy's kind of cool.
Like he looks very like suave.
Look at this guy on the right.
I don't want to be too.
He's kind of cool.
People like what they like.
He's kind of
but-
cool. I think he's onto something.
Ryan, if you show up like that, I will be merciless.
I mean, it would take me a while to even, cause
Go drink tea, climb into your little steampunk car. You got your glacier glasses on. You got.
like it reminds me of like a really like a fantasy sword. You know? This guy. Yeah. This is like it's like a fantasy sword. A really intricate design. Oh, come on. You're telling me you don't like this guy?
He looks very fun.
There's this guy that has a freaking eye patch and like the mustache goes, "Wah?"
Just so impractical.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm
but-
certain they're not wearing it like that most of the time. They're probably that's probably just for like shows.
Now this is just a guy. I don't know.
I would party with him.
You would?
I'd party with him.
I like this less than.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a better beard. I'm just saying he looks like a party hound.
Like this guy? Like this guy is?
I don't know. He is not a party man.
You sure?
I'm certain. He is a drinks warm milk and nothing but socks kind of guy.
What in the actual hell? Windmill, like a windmill.
God. Sticky, haha.
Some of these have to be fake, right?
No, those are all, I mean, people grow a shit ton of
But like,
facial hair.
some of these have to be fake.
I don't think so. People do crazy stuff because think about how long the beards get and how good like hairspray and wax is. Just
Yeah, but like,
I think you're just saying that because you don't know.
I'm
about
not saying
the
all of them
world
are
the
fake.
beard.
I'm saying at least one of these has to.
No, they all look like all those pictures look like they're from the same
They're-
event or whatever.
Yeah. Like
I
their
think it's
hair just looks.
Well, probably because it's covered in wax.
Beard extensions?
We're in the realm of show horses. No one but a very small humanity can.
Yeah, that's true. Beard has a direct inverse effect on the level of affection from your wife. Oh boy.
I'm a big fan of like letting it grow out and then doing clean, like really like a clean shave.
If I could freeze my hair growth just a little bit shorter than this, ideal for me. Meanwhile, you shave your head because your hair is too thick and heavy. It's a lot to deal with. Have you been using the Air Max PSUs for long? Yeah, I would say for a little while now. Like,
Yeah.
you know, on the order of months.
Yeah.
We haven't really, we've had a few things here and there, but we haven't had like too much headache. Contributes to your chronic migraines too? Oh no. This is really close to being a finished lawnmower.
Oh.
Is it just me, or has mobile Discord gotten even worse recently?
Makes you say that.
I feel like just more janky stuff has been happening recently than more than normal.
I'll have messages not go through every now and then, but
Like, there's been plenty, like, it's happened so often recently where, no matter what channel or server or chat I go into, it'll be frozen on one single one. And I have to like restart the app.
interesting.
Like, for example, if I was like on the art channel, on the community Discord, if it was like frozen on that, I could go to like a chat between me and you. I could go to a different server, but it'll still show the art channel.
But Discord finally upped their file limit size. I don't know what they were thinking about, like fucking 8 megabytes. I mean, who?
Like just now, I like sent the message, but it wasn't showing that it got sent. So I restarted the app, and then it showed that it did send.
That's lame. Have you tried reinstalling? Because I remember seeing their like little update, their little like version update or something, saying that they upped the file size. Although, yeah, sometimes I'll like check the file size. I'll check, it'll say like it's a 5 megabyte picture, and then you go to send it, and it's like, sorry, your files are too powerful, and it's like, what are you talking about?
It like the mobile Discord has always been pretty janky, but like recently it just feels like it's been on another level.
Like, it'll at least always be better than Skype.
Yeah,
I remember using Skype early on with my friends. Like back in like sophomore year of college. Oh my god.
yeah. Hey, Feral Terminator, hello. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we're doing good, but unfortunately, you kind of made it to the end of the stream. Got one build today, and it is complete.
Yeah, it's done. Look at those cables. I'd say this is a very neat and tidy Harpy.
Yeah. But it sounds like we. There was something weird going on here.
Yeah.
That's
We're
weird.
hoping for more sales too. We've obviously got our spring sale going, and I think we just need to work on a big announcement. What?
What? What big announcement? We don't know what you're talking.
Ryan's pregnant. God, it's all that you really gotta lay off that cock, man.
I guess that's what the like pain in my stomach is.
What? What are you talking? I already built Heller's PC. We're working on the merch store.
Was this like weeks and weeks and weeks ago, by any chance?
Oh god.
Spring sale? We did the springs.
Have to bring spring sale.
Maybe from a YouTube video? Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I wonder if that's just old. And that was like that was probably right before we did like one of our big creator announcements.
Yeah.
Like a big partnership.
But that's the only time I can think. Okay, video.
Yeah, YouTube video yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, that's our VODs. We should really clear that those are VODs.
Honestly, they should probably. I feel like the VODs should go out like the day after we stream. But there's not a bunch of outdated information.
Any case, let's get this clip ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I was
I'm
like
ready.
sitting here like ready for what?
This is
Look at that. It says XFX on the card.
this is 1188.
1188. Cool. All right. Yeah. It's ready. All right. This is 1188 in 3, 2, 1. Nice. I do have the top fan set to intake because it definitely doesn't really matter, but I am sort of the opinion that if they are set to exhaust like this,
Feel from the
it's just
air
gonna
cooler.
go from the air is just gonna go from here up top instead of blowing down directly either into the path of the CPU cooler or just into the fins as is. Damn, that is really, really. We do a.
No, it'll be fine.
This thing does have all the fan slots filled though. The only other place for fans are on the PSU shroud, which I've tried it in this case. And if you were doing like a one-off build and you really wanted to just make it fucked up, you could do it. But like for our purposes, with the potential like having to do rework and stuff like that, the order in which you have to do things to get the fans in there is kind of a pain in the ass. So it's really not worth it.
But yeah, I think the only the only time that we use the language of like big announcement is whenever we were signing on the creators.
Yeah.
So most likely the announcement that you're thinking of is probably like Robin or
The Robin was the first one that I was like, we gotta do an announcement coming up.
yeah.
This is going to be a very nice little machine.
Hey.
Yeah, you can make suggestions.
And hopefully sometimes in the near-ish future we can open the flock back up.
Yeah. Yeah, send us a DM or a Discord message or something. And we'll check them out.
Yeah, and just keep in mind that may just not be able to right now, so don't take it personally if we don't.
Yeah, we've got to be super picky because we don't have a lot of opportunities. I have a streamer friend who I'd like to pitch you to if you're okay with it. Yeah, we're open to hear it. Right now, because of just like with how affiliately works and stuff, we got to be super picky, but we'll eventually get back to a point we'll be able to open it back up to people of any size, because we got our first good run in. And right now, if someone were to submit an application and we turn them down, it wouldn't be because they're too small or they don't have viewers. Like, we don't give a shit about that.
Well, I mean, we're just not reviewing applications right now, period. I think we actually had someone somehow fill out the application, even though we took it down.
Someone must have had the link or something. Yeah.
Yeah, don't. I mean, yeah, you guys can absolutely DM us suggestions. It does not hurt to give us suggestions. I just want to throw it out there that please don't be upset if it doesn't happen right away or stuff.
Yeah.
But anywhoozle, we got some other things to take care of today, so we need to. It's actually good that we had a.
Buy PCs. We do need people to buy PCs.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah, hopefully with the spring sale, it'll kind of help motivate a handful of people.
Yeah, we definitely seen interest. So hopefully it pays off.
Should not be on. Or for lunch. I've been drinking way too much Dr. Pepper. When we went to go see the Mario movie, I had one of those really big. They were like, "Oh, if you buy a large popcorn now, you get like a combo. You get a drink with it." And I'm like, "Okay, give me Dr. Pepper." And it was just one of those massive, like 64 ounce, and that was probably the most. I mean, we got home at like whatever it was, 9:30, 10, and I was wired. It was horrible. I do drink water. I do like drink several water bottles full of worth of water every day. I just also happen to drink a Dr. Pepper usually because it's my only source of caffeine, and it's only like 40 milligrams of caffeine per can. It's not even like that much. I'm moderately sensitive to.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid. So everyone, please join into the raid.
Yeah.
We're not raiding a flock member today, but we're gonna raid Heller, who we just built the PC for, and on Friday.
On Friday, and we figure this will be because it should. Is that the T?
I think it might.
I forget. I know, like I've heard the name before, but
Yeah, all I know is it might be like
Okay.
Anyhoozle.
We'll see you guys on Friday.
I think so.
I
I
think
mean,
Friday,
one
May
way or
12th,
another,
yeah.
either whether we build PCs or not, we'll be back Friday.
We'll do something.
But I think we do have a PC.
I believe so. Yeah.
Take
Friday,
that with a grain of salt.
Pass this Friday.
Okay. But anyway. Okay.
Sweet. See you guys.
Bye bye.